everyone, Jessica here. Today I am participating in Cherry Challenges, which is a series that we are going to be doing every month when we pick a challenge from the message board on acherryontop.com, and we participate in the challenge every month. So I'm doing this along with a couple other members of the design team, and I am starting my layout out with this beautiful mood board from the challenges. Also pairing this up with the glitter challenge, which is it's called the Taylor Swift challenge, but the challenge is to use glitter on your layout. So the beautiful mood board was like a turquoise feel. I showed it to you in the beginning there. And then this here is where I'm pulling in my glitter for the Taylor Swift challenge. And I am using Gina K's Glitter Glitz Gel. And you guys, I love this stuff. It is so super sparkly and beautiful. So I'm using it with one of my stencils here from my stash. And I am just spreading this on with the stencil and my palette knife. It's like really gritty. So it's really, really thick and gritty, almost like sand, but it dries pretty fast. I'm going to go ahead and map my photos here with some smooth white cardstock and just create a vertical design. I'm just lining them all up. I've turned them pretty tight around my photos. And then I'm going to pull out the small paper pad. This is the Simple Stories Winter Wonder collection, and I actually didn't order a whole bunch of it. I just ordered the small paper pad, the embellishments like the puffy stickers, the die cuts, the page pieces, and a few of the papers, so in the full size. So I didn't order a lot of it. I just ordered the things that I knew that I would use. So I'm pulling out one of these papers from the mini paper pad, and I've matted my photos with it, leaving a border on each side a little bit bigger than the top and bottom because that's all the bigger the page was. But I thought it would look super cute with the little trees poking out because my photos are some snowy photos of my house and my farm, and the beautiful trees. They were almost like iced over. It was just so beautiful that day. So I took some photos that day, and I'm just putting them in my book now. So I really liked, whenever I was flipping through this, I liked this little pocket card. So I just actually cut it out and trimmed around the edges of this. That's going to be my title piece for this layout. It just says, "See, 'tis the season to sparkle," which goes, again, perfectly with the Taylor Swift challenge because it's about sparkling. So it works perfectly, and just another little bit to pull in some sparkle to my layout. So I'm going to set that aside. This is pretty dry now at this point. I'm just going to go in and add some turquoise spray by Kaiser Crafts. It's one of my favorites. It's a really bold color, and I just love it. It's so beautiful, and it dries pretty fast too. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull off one of these little border strips from the sticker book and add that alongside the left side of my photos here. I'm just placing that down to line it up and see where exactly I want that to go. And I'm just pressing pretty lightly because I don't want any of that turquoise spray under there that's not dry to kind of smush out and around that. So I was just being a little bit careful. I really like that little polar bear. I'm going to just tuck him right at the top of that little sign. And I'm just going to start grabbing some of these stickers to use as embellishments on this page. I'm not going to go overkill because I really, really like that snowflake mixed media on that background and how beautiful that looks with the white on the white. So I don't want to take away from that too much, and I want that beautiful texture to be kind of a focal point along with my photos. So I'm trying to find little bits in here that I can tuck in and just create a little cluster over here by my title sign. But I don't really find a whole lot that I want to add that just goes with my flow of my layout here. So I'm just going to pull out some snowflakes, add a few of those. I'm going to pop a few of them up with some 3D foam squares, and I'm just going to go that route. So nothing too crazy over here. This is a pretty easy one today. So if you want to lift this, feel free to go ahead and scrap lift this. I don't mind at all. I never mind. My only goal here in creating is always just to inspire others and get people inspired to create things. So scrap lift away. So here I've cut some wordy bits out of the one paper in that small paper pad because it was just filled with all the wordy bits on that entire page. So I cut a whole bunch of them off, and I'm just going to scatter them throughout my layout. Then I really like these little trees. The mood board actually had a little touch of orange, so this kind of pinkish coral color in this collection I am using as my orange color. So the mood board didn't have a whole lot of it in there, just kind of like some accents. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm just pulling it a couple little things in that color just to pull a little bit of that color in, but my main focus is going to be white and that beautiful turquoise color. So I'm just adding a couple more wordy bits here and there, staggering them by my photos. I'm going to grab a couple more of these smaller snowflakes, and then I'm going to grab some sequins from my stash. I have a lot of sequins from various companies, so I don't remember what that one's from because I put it in a different container. It might be from a Kit Club, but I can't remember. But I'm going to grab some and I'm going to add to this layout. And I'm just going to use some Nuvo glue to add those on. So that's the same glue that I'm using here to add my wordy bits down to my page. So I'm just using my tweezers here and some Nuvo glue just on the backs of those words just to get them down on my page. It dries clear, so even if it seeps out a little bit, you don't have to worry about it showing through or anything because it will dry clear at the end. And I'm just adhering those to the top of my photo. I'm just flipping back through the sticker book real quick to see what else I can add. I found this little, it's like a little branch, like a little flourish, and I really like it. And it's the perfect color there to add. So I'm just going to tuck that right into the top. And I really wanted to fold that little piece back. I just liked the way that that looked whenever I was messing with it. So I ended up folding that piece back on the corner and then adding a little star. So here's my sequins. It's kind of a mix of turquoise and white, which is just perfect for this layout. So it seems to match with this collection really well. I'm going to go ahead and add that puffy sticker there. And I'm going to add another one up here, just a little snowflake. Just scattering the embellishments, kind of creating little clusters here and there. And then I'm going to go through and add a bunch of these sequins, again, using my Nuvo glue because it will dry clear. I'll fast forward this for you here in a second so you don't have to watch me adhere every single one of these down. But they're all on there. I've pulled out some Pink Fresh Studio turquoise ink here to add my date stamp on there. So this is the finished layouts. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to hop along with the other creators that are playing along today. They'll be in the description for you, and I know they have something beautiful coming up too. Be sure to stop back every month while we participate in these challenges, and feel free to hop along and play along too online on the Cherry on Top message boards. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.